Have you ever felt perfectly fine until you entered a room where someone was angry, anxious, or sad, and suddenly your own mood shifted? Maybe your chest felt tight. Maybe you started feeling uneasy for no clear reason. Or maybe you simply felt drained. That's not your imagination. That's energy, unseen but real. Every interaction, every environment, every person carries a vibrational frequency. And whether you realize it or not, you're constantly exchanging energy with the world around you. Most people think stress, anxiety, or irritation come only from their own thoughts. But often, what you're feeling isn't entirely yours. You might be picking up on the emotional residue of others, their fears, their frustrations, even their unspoken words. Becoming aware of this truth is not about paranoia or separation. It's about responsibility, because once you understand how external energy influences you, you also realize something empowering. You have the ability to protect your peace, cultivate presence, and transform your inner state no matter what's happening outside of you. Let's explore how energy really moves, how it affects your inner balance, and what you can do to stay aligned in a chaotic world. Everything in existence vibrates: atoms, sound, thoughts, emotions. Every living being emits a frequency like a personal radio signal. When two people meet, their energies interact long before their words do. Your body senses it instantly. You know that feeling when you meet someone and immediately feel comfortable. Or the opposite, when something in you wants to step back. That's your energy field reading theirs. In the spiritual traditions of many cultures, from ancient India to indigenous America, this energetic field is known as the aura. Science, too, hints at this through the study of mirror neurons, heart coherence, and electromagnetic resonance. Our hearts and brains emit measurable fields that influence others within several feet. When you spend time in a peaceful, loving environment, your energy naturally synchronizes with that frequency. But when you're surrounded by tension, gossip, or fear, your field starts to contract and match that lower vibration. That's why some spaces feel heavy and others feel alive. It's not superstition, it's energy literacy, learning to feel what's really happening beyond the surface. You are not just a body moving through space. You are a field of consciousness interacting with every other field you encounter. So, how can you tell when you're taking on energy that isn't yours? Here are some clear signs. You feel emotionally exhausted after social interactions. Even if nothing bad happened, you experience sudden mood swings that don't make sense. You feel uneasy or heavy after being in certain environments, crowded malls, offices, or family gatherings. You wake up tired, as if you've been carrying someone else's emotional load. You find yourself replaying other people's problems in your head long after the conversation ends. These are indicators that your energy boundaries are too porous. Empaths and sensitive souls often experience this because their natural openness, their gift, becomes unguarded. But remember, sensitivity is not weakness, it's awareness. The key is learning to balance openness with grounding, compassion with clarity. When you understand your own energetic baseline, your natural state of peace becomes easier to recognize when something foreign enters your field. Everything in the universe operates through exchange, giving and receiving. Breath itself is the perfect example. Inhale and exhale, receive and release. Energy works the same way. When you speak to someone, you exchange emotional frequency. When you listen with empathy, you absorb a fragment of their vibration. When you walk into a room, your energy field interacts with the collective atmosphere, like ripples merging in a pond. But here's the important truth. Exchange is not the problem. Unconscious exchange is. If you don't realize you're taking on others' energy, you'll carry emotional weights that were never yours to begin with. You'll start feeling tired, reactive, or confused about what you really feel. This is why awareness, energetic mindfulness, is so powerful. It doesn't mean cutting off from others. It means staying awake in every interaction. Just as you wouldn't drink from a muddy river, you can choose not to absorb every vibration that comes your way. When external energy seeps into your field, it affects your inner balance in subtle but profound ways. Think of your inner peace as the surface of a still lake. Each external emotion that touches you, anger, jealousy, sadness, is like a stone tossed into that lake. The ripples spread, and if you're not conscious, you begin to believe those ripples are you. Negativity often enters through emotional resonance. If someone criticizes you, their energy seeks a place to land, often in your old wounds or insecurities. If you're unaware, that vibration sticks, replaying as self-doubt. Sometimes, energy doesn't come from people directly, but from spaces charged with past emotions, homes, workplaces, or even online spaces filled with arguments and noise. In spiritual psychology, this is called energetic imprinting. Every thought, every word, leaves a trace in the collective field. You can feel it when you walk into a place where people meditate regularly. It feels light. And you can feel it when you enter a place full of conflict. It feels heavy. Your peace gets disturbed when you unconsciously absorb these imprints, allowing them to dictate your emotional state. But once you understand this, you reclaim your sovereignty. You begin to choose what enters your field and what doesn't. Now that we've explored how energy moves, let's look at how to protect and purify your own. There are three essential pillars of energetic mastery: presence, compassion, and boundaries. 1. Presence, the power of now. Presence is the anchor of your energy. When you're truly present, you're no longer an open sponge, you're a steady flame. External energy feeds on unconsciousness. If your mind is scattered or reactive, you're more likely to absorb what doesn't belong to you. But when you ground yourself in awareness, through breath, sensation, or mindfulness, you become centered in your own field. Try this simple practice. Before you enter a conversation or crowded place, take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Mentally say, "I am here." Feel your inner stillness expand. That's your natural energy shield, consciousness itself. No visualization needed, just presence, because presence is your purest protection. 2. Compassion, the transformative frequency. Many people misunderstand protection as building walls, but real protection doesn't come from separation. It comes from compassion. When you judge or resist others' negativity, you actually bond with it energetically. You create tension between your field and theirs. But when you meet negativity with understanding, not approval, but compassion, you dissolve its charge. Compassion is the alchemy of energy. It transforms distortion into light. When someone projects anger, remember, they're revealing their pain, not your truth. When you respond with calm empathy, your energy remains untouched, and sometimes theirs begins to harmonize with yours. That's the hidden power of compassion. It's not passive, it's transformative. 3. Boundaries, love with structure. Boundaries are not barriers, they're clarity in motion. Healthy energetic boundaries mean you know where your responsibility ends and another's begins. You can listen to someone's pain without taking it into your body. You can care deeply without carrying their emotional weight. Practical boundary ritual. Before starting your day, imagine a gentle, luminous field of light surrounding you, not a wall, but a membrane of awareness. Say to yourself, only peace and truth are welcome in my space. All else dissolves in light. Repeat it silently whenever you feel your energy waver. This intention aligns your subconscious to filter energy consciously. Presence anchors you. Compassion transforms. Boundaries define. Together, they form the foundation of energetic mastery. Let's move from understanding to practice. Here are simple yet powerful ways to care for your energy body every day. 1. Morning grounding ritual. Start your day before screens, before news, before anyone else's energy touches yours. Sit quietly. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe deeply. Visualize roots of light descending from your feet into the earth, anchoring you. Feel the stability, the calm. This anchors your frequency for the day ahead. 2. Cleansing techniques. Breath work. Exhale stress. Inhale peace. A few conscious breaths clear stagnant energy faster than anything else. Salt baths. Salt is one of nature's oldest purifiers. Soak with intention. Let the water draw anything heavy or foreign. Nature connection. Walk barefoot. Sit under a tree or gaze at the sky. Nature constantly rebalances your frequency because it vibrates in harmony. Sound and silence. Use calming frequencies, mantras, or even moments of pure silence. Sound reorganizes the energetic field. 3. Visualization and intention. Energy responds to imagination because imagination is energy in motion. Throughout your day, you can visualize cleansing light around you, or send a blessing to a space before you enter it. Intention shapes reality. If your intention is peace, your energy naturally calibrates to that frequency. 4. Detachment through awareness. Not every emotion needs analysis. When negativity arises, whether from within or without, observe it instead of owning it. Say silently, "This energy is passing through me, not from me." This gentle detachment is not indifference. It's mastery. It allows energy to flow without sticking. Now comes the beautiful paradox. When you protect your peace, you don't just guard your energy, you elevate the energy of others. Your calm is contagious. Your stillness reorganizes the space around you. Think of times when someone walked into a tense situation, and, without saying much, everyone began to relax. That's energetic leadership. That's presence in action. When your frequency is steady, chaotic vibrations begin to align with yours, not because you force them to, but because peace is naturally magnetic. It's the same reason a tuning fork makes others vibrate in harmony. In spiritual terms, this is holding space. You become a lighthouse, not chasing every storm, but shining steadily until others find their way. You shift the atmosphere not through words, but through being. Your calm becomes an offering. Your silence becomes healing. Your energy becomes a blessing. Every day you have a choice: to react or to remain, to absorb or to align, to let the world's chaos define you, or to stand as peace within it. Understanding energy is not about control. It's about awareness. The more conscious you are, the less power external forces have over you. You begin to see that nothing outside of you can truly disturb your peace unless you open the door. And even when you do, awareness can close it again with compassion. So as you move through your day, remember this. Every word, every emotion, every thought you carry contributes to the collective field. When you remain calm, you silently invite others into that same vibration. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it's sacred service. Because the calmer you are, the clearer you become. The clearer you are, the more healing you bring to the world. Let this be your reminder. You don't need to escape the world to stay peaceful. You only need to return again and again to the still point within you. Your awareness is your shield. Your compassion is your strength. Your boundaries are your wisdom. And your calm is your greatest gift to humanity. So breathe deeply, anchor yourself, and let your light shift the atmosphere around you. If this message resonated with you, take a moment. Place your hand on your heart. Feel the stillness there. That's your home frequency. If you wish to explore more about energy, presence, and spiritual balance, subscribe and join this circle of awareness. Together, we can create a ripple of calm that reaches far beyond words. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. And remember, peace isn't found outside you. It begins with you.